back, everyone. We've been mostly rain-free across the viewing area. That frontal system we've been talking about for the past several days still stalled in the Gulf, but we've got a little bit of activity across parts of southeast Louisiana, and especially along and west of the Atchafalaya. That's where we're looking at more scattered storms trying to make their way closer to the Mississippi. They're having trouble making their way across the river, but nonetheless, we're seeing showers and storms from Simmsport, exiting Krotz Springs, pushing closer to the interstate, well to the west of Rosedale. So this is what we'll be monitoring. Also, you'll notice a little more activity starting to try to fire up near New Roads. That's why you're seeing those ominous clouds for St. Francisville, New Roads to your north and to your west. So showers are struggling to make their way to you, but notice in and around Maryland, you're getting some rain, mainly south and north of town, maybe even hearing a few rumbles of thunder, so you could get in a little bit of activity, and that is definitely cooling you down. We're cooler across the Baton Rouge area as well, but no rain, but the clouds help blanketing us and has reduced our temperature to 86 degrees. The wind remains calm, and the dew point not too bad at 70. Elsewhere, we're at 90, Gonzales, Patterson, Houma, but look at Macomb, 83 degrees, 73 in Opelousas, thanks to those thunderstorms overhead. But despite that, it still feels like we are in the low, in some cases mid-90s throughout the viewing area. Now, your dog walk forecast overall, I'm giving it the A-OK. Just be on the lookout for a couple of spotty showers, but for now, I'm not really expecting many of us to get any rain. The main threat is going to be mainly from, let's say, New Roads on westward, and we'll start to continue to monitor those showers as they try to push east closer to EBR Parish, but the chances aren't looking all that great. So we'll be looking ahead at what's coming up throughout the rest of your week. It's a big college football weekend. Both Southern and LSU have their first home games of the season. Also tracking the tropics out there for further development. So here's the latest for your Saturday night football game at Tiger Stadium. Look at that. Kickoffs at 6:30. We will be likely in the mid-80s, just a stray shower possible, but I don't see any need to bring the umbrella or ponchos for the LSU, let alone Southern game. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock on the Bluff, around 88 for that moment, 84 by halftime, and then all of us will at least be dipping into at least the 70s by the end of the game. Tracking the tropics, we are looking at the National Hurricane Center tracking a tropical wave that's expected to move across the Atlantic. It's not looking all that impressive right now, but don't be fooled. Remember, we're pretty much getting closer to that peak of hurricane season. Not really seeing a closed area or circulation, but that is likely going to change as it moves into an environment that's more favorable for a little bit further development. I want to show you our future cast. Notice not much happening for the next 24 to 48 hours, but watch what happens as we get into the end of the work week. We start to see a little bit more of potentially a closed circulation from that tropical wave. That could be it potentially developing into a tropical depression over the weekend as it moves westward across the Atlantic. So that's what we're going to be monitoring. But the good news is that for now, it doesn't appear that that would be an impact on the Gulf Coast region, but we'll watch it over the Atlantic nonetheless. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. You'll notice rain chances minimal to non-existent. The only thing is that we will be heating up to at least the mid-90s for Thursday and Friday, potentially Saturday as well. And then we're in the 80s for next week, thanks to another cold front and a slight 30% chance of a shower by next Tuesday.